Hi, welcome back to my channel, and happy Friday the 13th. If you don't know why it's happy, well, you know, it is what you make it. It's Friday the 13th. I am done being paranoid and weird about it. I've actually had a great Friday the 13th today. I wanted to just do a little get ready with me on the evening of Friday the 13th. We're doing a little evening spooky look with this new Natasha Denona Xenon palette. And this is one that I opened on my live. I swatched it and oh my god, is she stunning. But have you seen the viral reverse cat eye? Have you seen it? If you haven't, doesn't matter, because today for Friday the 13th I decided I'm gonna do the viral TikTok cat eye, but make it goth for Friday the 13th. Can I do it? I don't know. I haven't tried it. I have not practiced. I just see things online and I copy them, and I might screw it up and it might not work. But we're going to try it. So are you ready? Good. If you're new here, welcome. This is a good time for you to stop by my channel. God, my hair is a mess. If you are new, I am changing my hair color every 100 subs that I gain. So right now I'm in the middle of shades. I've done red, orange. Everyone help me here. Hot pink, like a tangerine. It's been peach lately, but I've been letting the colors rinse, and then every 100 subs I'm changing the color. If you're new and you like this and you want to have some fun and you want to laugh and not take things too seriously, you're in the right place, because I do not take makeup or anything in life too seriously. There is a time and a place to take things seriously. When we need to, we will. But YouTube for me is for fun. It's a fun place where I like to share my life, things going on in my life. I don't like to pigeonhole myself into just makeup and hair or makeup and skincare. You'll get a little bit of everything. Some unboxing, some this, some that. I am a former makeup artist, hairstylist, and esthetician. Yes, all three rolled into one. And I've been doing it for over 3 decades, but I am happily retired from that, and now I live out in the middle of nowhere with a lot of animals, a big empty house, and nothing better to do because I'm 500 miles away from all my friends and family and my old band in Detroit. Nothing better to do than play with makeup and talk to you, and I would rather do that than go back to working in a salon out here, so that's what we're doing. Please like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. Notifications. And let's get into this. I'm going to drop a couple of pictures in somewhere around here of what a reverse cat eye is. It was a trend that was started by I hate to call it a trend, because I swear I did this eye look back in the 1980s when I was an original goth child. Back in the 1980s, I swear I did this. So I think it's so weird that they're like, oh, it's a viral TikTok thing. Child, gothling, little gothling. Little child gothling. We were doing this so long ago. So the idea is all your dark liner and your wing is underneath. The top is lighter and more neutral. You start in the waterline with a gel liner or what have you, your waterline liner. I'm using a black gel liner. I have not used this one before. I think I got it in a BoxyCharm. I'm just going to start smoking this out. So the idea is first to smoke on under the eyes. I'm not going to go crazy doing a tutorial. This is not a tutorial on this per se. I wanted to do a little chatty get ready with me because for a while now, I have been toying with the idea of where is my channel going? What do I want my channel to be? As my channel grows, is it still reflective of who I am and what I want my channel to be and the direction I want it to go in? And I think that's a good thing to think about. Where channels go to die and get stale is when people it doesn't reflect who they are anymore. They're not passionate about it anymore. And I'm very passionate about my channel. The more I do it, the more it inspires me. But I want my channel to reflect that as much as possible. One of the things about my channel is my name. And the name is Mbolism on my channel. Now, when I started my YouTube channel, oh, that's not going to work. No. I told you this is hit or miss. I don't know how this is going to work, but that is not going to work. I was going to smoke some gray into there, and all it did was take the black off. So no, let's put the black back. Thank you. The reason I had people ask me, why is everything embolism? What does that mean? And it really got me thinking, because the answer I have to give is it's who I was. And sometimes, you know, you got to start thinking like, this is who I was. Am I still this person? Now, I was Mbolism in Detroit for a very long time. That was my stage name. I was in a band called Half-Life, well, Mental Landscape, and then we turned into Half-Life. We kind of rebranded and did a whole switcheroo with the kind of thing we were focusing on, and we went to being called Half-Life. My stage name was Mbolism, and it came out of a joke because my real name starts with an M, and I said, well, I want to come up with something that starts with an M, but I don't want it to be boring, so I was like Pat, and I didn't want an E on it. I wanted something with like an M for my real name to like kind of reflect that. Well, the lead singer of the band, who is also my best friend and basically my twin brother from another mother, he is a medical doctor in Detroit, urgent care family practice. I was his roommate all through medical school. So by accident or design, I learned a lot about the medical field. I am not in the medical field. I just learned about it secondhand from him. And just being around him, I went to a lot of medical dinners with him because free good food. I just had to sit through lectures that I had no idea what they were talking about, but I just drank a lot of booze and had a lot of good food, so that was fun. Good times. But I wanted to come up with something funny. And I remember I was talking to him on the phone, and I said, Path, Embassy, Basile. And then I said, Embolism. And then we kind of both laughed, because we're like, silent but deadly, Embolism. And I was a bass player, and so I thought Mbolism was just a really fun, like, funny name. And it stuck. So everybody knew me as Mbolism, and that became my name. But in doing YouTube and trying to, it's almost like I've been holding on to that name because I don't want to let go of that part of who I was in Detroit. But I'm not Mbolism anymore. Nobody calls me that. Nobody knows me as that. After I was Mbolism, I was known as Mare to all the new people I met. A lot of people called me Mare. I'm okay with that. I was always okay with that. Ooh, I'm already liking this. Yeah, not too bad so far. So I was thinking the Mbolism thing really is almost who I was in the past, but not who I am anymore. And the more I think about it, like, do I really want to keep my channel that name? And Jer, who is my podcast buddy and bestie. So Jeremy is kind of my YouTube guru. And what I mean by that is he has encouraged me to start this channel for so long. And it took me forever to do it. And I finally said, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. And I did it. But when I got my YouTube channel was way, way, way back in 2009, believe it or not. When, like, nobody was even on YouTube. But I was on YouTube. That's darker than I wanted. All right, we're going to have to work on this, but yeah. Well, I am doing a goth reverse. Oh, wow. Hello, Fallout. Hey, Natasha Dodona. What the frack? Look at this. Do you see what is going on with this nonsense? I'm not happy with Natasha at the moment. Natasha, not at all happy with what's going on in my eye here. All right, that's all right. We'll work with it. We'll work with it. We're going to make it work. Make it work. I named my channel that because I was still in Detroit and I was getting ready to relocate to Pennsylvania and leave my band and everything. But, you know, I did start the channel when I was in Detroit, and I think if you look at my about, it says like March 2009 or something crazy like that, like 2 zillion years ago, before some of you were maybe even born. I don't know. I kept the name because... Bless you! That's Rusty. She's on the couch. Keeping an eye on her over here. So that was why I had the name. And then I moved here and I just kept it. But it's hard to let go of something. I was in my band for, I think I met Jamie in 1992, 2, something like that. I don't know. We met a long time ago. The hardest thing for me to do when I left Detroit was leave my band and my best friends. I mean, that was very, very difficult for me. And I think I've just clung on to the Mbolism name because it's a part of my past that made me so happy. Yeah, there were a lot of rough times. We had a lot of rough times too, but overall, it was a good time in my life. I was in my band, I was playing music. I was having a good time with my friends and all of that. So it was nice. It was a happier, it was a simpler time in life, let's put it that way. Much simpler time in life. I think I've clung on to it for way too long. And especially if 2020 and all the nonsense that's happened has taught me anything, you need to move on, you need to let go of things, you need to let go of like how you thought things were going to be maybe, and be more open-minded to where they can go. That said, I started rethinking the name of my channel, because is that really who I am anymore? And the answer, to be completely honest with myself, is absolutely no. And is it hard to say that? Absolutely yes. So this is just a long, drawn-out way of saying I'm changing the name of my channel. One of the other problems is Jeremy and even my husband and friends of mine, close friends of mine who know me as mbolism and know how to spell it and know how to say it, have looked for, Jeremy said he's tried to find my channel on YouTube and has trouble with it. That's bad. When you're a new creator especially, and you're trying to build up your channel, the last thing you want is people not being able to find your channel. That was another issue with, that's not good. People can't find it. You want people to actually be able to find your channel or stumble across it or see it and say, oh, this is who this person is. This is what they're about. And the thing that bothered me was a couple of you who have been watching me and are really great subs who are always there and always watching. You have even asked me, like, where did you get mbolism from? Where did that come from? That's been on my mind. And I do want to say, oh, look at this. I'm loving this eye. Sorry. I do listen to you, and you made me think, which is a good thing, because this is not, a one-sided, it's a one-sided relationship as far as, it's not really a relationship, weird parasocial relationship. I'm here talking to a camera and you're watching. I do listen. It's not like I'm just talking to you and not listening or not paying attention to what people are asking me or what they're saying. When I have people that watch my videos have to ask, where did the name come from? Because it doesn't have any connection to my channel, seemingly. Maybe it doesn't. I don't think it does. So that's why if you've noticed, the people who are paying close attention may have noticed that in my intros, I snuck in NiteMare in place of mbolism. Oh, look out, I'm opening poison. This is a shimmer mustard gas from Makeup a Murder. How cute is this? I got this one. It is the black and white. We're going to have some fun with this. Hold on one second. I got to check on a dog. Okay, I had to take a little doggy break for Rusty, and she is staying with her daddy, so we are all good here. So I was saying I have the mustard gas mixture of bleach and ammonia. Makeupamurder.com, cruelty-free, good for 12 months. These are loose pigments. They are very all over the place, but it's going to be fun. We're going to pull some of that out. First off, we're going to finish up a lot of this eye here, do a little bit more than cat eye. We'll do the blush, we'll do the lips. We're going to do the whole thing. Anyway, so yeah, I just don't feel like the channel name is really serving me, if that makes sense. Not serving me. It should be. So, going forward, you are going to see NiteMare as kind of a play on my other little name of Mare that a lot of people, especially all my friends in Michigan, know me as. So it's going to be NiteMare. And then I was asking Jeremy what would go with that. And I said I wanted something that was the opposite of a nightmare, but not the word dream, because that's cheesy. I didn't want to do something like nightmare dream. Is just stupid. Come on. Oh, and if you were thinking that, I'm really sorry. I'm not insulting you. I just, it's too predictable. It's too kind of on the nose. We don't want to do that. I think the thing is, I love black and white. I love light and dark. I love, good versus evil. That's what life is all about. And you can't be happy if you've never been sad. How would you know the difference, really? Life is good and bad. There's love and loss, everything. Yin yang, you got the whole thing going. I have to not talk for a moment while I do this. But yeah, nightmares aren't always the worst thing. Sometimes you learn something from nightmares. So I wanted to kind of like do a play on nightmares not always being bad and nightmares counteracting and, you know, good with bad, light with dark, all of that. So Jeremy said nightmare bliss. And I thought, I don't know about that. Do we like that? I thought about it for a while, and I have not been able to think of anything better. So yeah, so for now, I thought nightmare bliss was pretty cool, and Jeremy thought of it. So thank you to Jeremy for suggesting that and thinking of it. I'm going to give it a chance, and we'll see what you guys think of it. I almost feel weird having the word bliss in my name at all, because bliss is such a fleeting thing, isn't it? I mean, bliss is, now I'm going to get all deep and emotional with this, you know, but what is bliss? It's like, it's this fleeting moment. Nobody has bliss that's like non-stop bliss. Well, maybe a few people do, but no, I mean, you could be like the happiest person in the world, but if you have love in your life, or you love people, or you lose pets, you lose anything, it doesn't matter if you're a millionaire, it doesn't matter how much you have. Everybody's going to have loss and sadness and sickness and age and you name it. Nobody is immune to all the negative things that happen in the world, no matter how much money they have or how much they try to outrun it. I think the trick is not trying to outrun the nightmares and the bad part. And you just let it emphasize the bliss that you do find. And oh my god, my eyes are watering, but I am really loving this eye look. We're gonna just keep smoking it out until I can't smoke no more. You know, I forgot to choose a pair of lashes. Uh-oh. I'm gonna do that off camera anyway, so no worries about that. So I'm pretty happy with that line. I'm not going as crazy as I thought I would with this. I thought I was gonna really go nuts with this, and I'm being pretty tame for me, which is kind of scary. I was gonna do this really extreme, but I'm having fun just chit-chatting, so, and I'm kind of liking it. Oh, in case you're looking at my eyes and thinking you see stars, you are. I'm wearing contact lenses with little stars in them. They're really cute. Okay, let's do these lids. I do have glitter primer on them because we're going to do this Natasha Denona shade right in the middle, and then we're going to play with these Make Up a Murder loose pigments, I think, just a little bit. So, you know, I'm going to go in with my finger, I think, just with this, and try patting it on. I may want to use a brush, but, no, that's going to work. Okay, I think that'll work, but I'm going to use my pinky. So, I don't know, what do you think of me changing my channel name? I think it's a good thing. I think it's for me, it's like showing growth and letting go of my past and being willing to say mbolism was who I was back in the day, but it's not necessarily who I am now, and that's okay. It's okay to let go of that person. It's okay to let go of who I was and what I lost and everything in the past, and, you know, moving on doesn't have to be scary or terrible. It's not always easy, but I'm a big fan of the phrase growing pains. You know, you always have growing pains with anything, and you even do with the channel, I think. Anything you do that you love, really, you're going to have growing pains from it. So the growing pains have been a little weird. But I think without my channel and without doing this, I would have never realized that I'm just so much not the person that I've been hanging on to anymore, and that I can be someone new and someone who's growing and changing without my band. Because my band was always there for me. They always had my back, and they still do. They're just 500 miles away. So yeah, it's a little harder for them to have my back. I kind of have my own back, and my husband has my back, and a couple of friends here that I know who are really great. Yeah, it's sad because the people who always had my back on a day-to-day and who I saw all live within 20 minutes of me, they're all 500 miles away for the last 12 or 13 years. And yes, I have been away from Michigan that long, and it has taken me 12 to 13 years to let go of who I was and be okay embracing this new person that I want to be. And that's really difficult. It's okay. I mean, everybody is going to take as long, you know, it'll take as long as it takes. How do you know, how long it's going to take you to, like, oh, what do you put a timeline on? This is the person you're going to become, and this is how long it's going to take you? No. I mean, everybody grows in their own time, and they come into their own when they come into their own, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with taking your time. So what if it took me a good 13 years to discover that I didn't want to keep a name that I think had been like, I don't want to say it's holding me back, but it's almost like, oh, what movie was that? Oh, it was one of the Star Trek movies where Captain Kirk says, it's the one where the guy's trying to heal, you know, the guy was like, had this weird cult kind of thing, and I can't remember which movie it is. I'm sorry. I'm a Trekkie, but I'm not that much of a Trekkie. I'm a Trekkie with a really bad memory. But the guy tells Kirk, you know, don't you want to let go of your pain? And Kirk says, I need my pain. It's, you know, like my pain defines who I am kind of thing. And I think I've been like that a lot, and while that can be okay for a while, doing that for too long is, you know, you're just inhibiting your own growth and your own change. And so, yeah, meet NiteMare. Actually, you can call me Mare. If people are wondering how to pronounce it, because I got a couple of people say, is it Mar? I'm like, no, it's Mare, like la mer, the sea. La mer, ooh, la mer, the sea.
Ooh, la mer, bon. Voilà.
So, yeah, it's Mare. It's not that hard. La mer is the sea. Wow! My camera died, but we are here. And I have also chosen some lashes from my Spooky Babe lash book, and I chose Bloody Mary, which is these really cool black and red lashes from Hell Bites Beauty. I have just shaken out some of the Makeup a Murder loose pigment, and oh my god, where's the lid there? I want to put that in right away because I want to dump that over. So Makeup a Murder, let's just get back to the makeup for 1 second here because you heard enough about me and blah blah blah. We're done talking about that. Channel name changing, so I hope it's easier to find. I hope you like it. Let me know your comments. I think it's easier than mbolism. I know people don't know what that meant. They were like, I don't get it. What's up with that? Hopefully you like Nightmare Bliss. If you don't, it's Jeremy's fault. Okay, so Makeup a Murder makes this really cool stuff called Chemical X. For one thing, really amazing looking bottle, cool packaging, and this is really neat. It's a clear mixing sealant that transforms any powders, including our well-loved and trusted Poison Neon and Pastel Poison Neon pigments, into waterproof, long-lasting makeup. Experimenting with one drop will transform shimmers to foiled waterproof shadows, loose pigments and pressed eyeshadows to matte eyeliner, as well as replenish moisture to brow pomade. So smooth application from our moisturizing ingredients, fast drying, lightweight formula, long-lasting matte finish, fragrance-free. Mix a drop of Chemical X with loose or pressed eyeshadow pigments until consistency is creamy and smooth. Once concoction, I love that, is perfect, apply to face or body using a brush desirable for a project. Let Chemical X do the mattifying, waterproof, smudge-proof formula. Paired beautifully with our Poison Neon and Neon Pastel Neon Poison. Yes. Okay, and I'm going to need a lot of makeup remover for this. So what I did was I just put some of this on here, and I'm just going to... I do have a little mixing... You know, I should have used my little spatula. With things like this, I always just... That's what I was looking for. Test on the back of your hand. So you know how sheer it is, you know what's going to be happening. This is what this is for. And that is what I needed. Now putting a pigment on here, powder pigment would have been crazy, but look at that under the brow, how gorgeous that is. I hope I have enough for the other eye. If not, you know what's great? I can mix more. So if you're a little mixologist like me and you like playing with things like this, I do have a very large collection of loose pigments. So you are probably going to see a lot more loose pigment videos here. Oh, this is going exactly how I wanted it to. Let's see, what else can we do with this? Wait until you see what we're going to do with the black. That's going to be really fun. I want to really play with it. Okay, now I'm getting brave. Now I'm just kind of screwing around with this. If you're wondering now, like, oh, she's, you know, Nightmare and Nightmare Bliss and... Okay, be very careful taking this out. A lot of pigment comes out. We need another little bit of our Chemical X. Drop. And then I am going to use this to mix it in. You can use a little spatula. You have control of this formula, so you can make this into whatever you want. So that's what I did with that. The white was a lot more powdery, but I bet I could make some really cool grays with this and everything in between. Again, I'm testing on the back of my hand. Look at this. Look at what is going on. Do you know the cool body paint and things you could do with this? Halloween doing like skull makeup and oh. Again, I'm capping these because could you imagine if I spilled this everywhere? Okay, so now this is what we're going to use to really smoke out this bottom. Oh, look at the difference. So I will put links below to Makeup a Murder and everything I'm using. The Natasha Denona palette I did actually just get off Sephora. So that's easy to find, but Makeup a Murder is an indie brand, and it's kind of cool if you're into like true crime and crime scene stuff and all that. They have a forensic kind of thing going on. That's kind of their theme, and I love it. I think it's awesome. This is going to go up at midnight because it's going to take me forever to edit. I just know it. I'm losing my eyelashes. Things are everywhere. There we go. I think I am just about done with the eye look. I don't think I could get gothy or smokier than this with the reverse cat eye. And it'll make more sense when I have lipstick and everything else on. Let me take a break. I'm going to pop some lashes on, and I will be right back. These lashes are large and in charge. Moving on, I was about to say, so if you're worried that, oh, I'm changing my channel name to NiteMare Bliss, and oh, this is a spooky Friday the 13th look, this channel might not be for me anymore. She might be going a different direction. No, I am still me. I am still going to do neutral things. I'm still going to do monochromatic. I have nowhere to go. I mean, I dress up like this because it's fun, and I have nowhere to go. Nothing to do. So, you know, let's dress up like this. Oh, by the way, I just got this today. Garnet Blush and Highlighter Quad. And yes, this is blush and highlighter. Copacetic. Love. I've been swatching them. So we have cadmium, flaming, glowing, and crimson. I love them. They are all vegan and cruelty-free. So there's those. And I do have some of the highlighter on my nose already. I'm using my little OMFG brush because it's very light and I can not get too pigmenty too fast. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, maybe not to you, but to me it's pretty. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Love. I'm mixing these two. So I am mixing flaming. Oh, I'm flaming crimson. I am now flaming crimson. There's my new channel name, Flaming Crimson. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, all those, you know, the neutral things. And I said, hey, I tend to be more afraid of neutrals than I am of crazy things like this. I am going to test neutrals. I'm going to test drugstore makeup. I'm going to do everything because one of the things too is I hate when people try to pigeonhole a channel or a brand or anything like, oh, this is what you are. This is who you are. Like, why can't people have different parts of their personality and different sides of themselves? I mean, this is a side of me I'm always going to be until the day I die. Okay, this going to be this to a certain extent until I die. I'm always going to be this person. I'm not going to like all of a sudden overnight go, oh, the goth went out of me. I'm not that anymore. Did I used to dress up like this every day and not leave the house without looking like this? Yes. Do I do that now? No. I have chickens and ducks and 6 dogs and a husband and a house to take care of and my channel and everything else and a senior doggy that I love and I'm taking care of every day. And I do not have time to go through all this every day to go out of my house or looking like this. But do I love playing and putting this on like every day is Halloween and doing this because I'm stressed out and it is kind of a stress reliever for me? Abso-freaking-lutely. It's like putting a Halloween costume on because you're just, you know, it's the middle of the year and you need to put on a Halloween costume because you're just having a bad week. Honestly, as a society, can we normalize it? Can we normalize, like, just put on whatever you want? I mean, people are already wearing, where did I put my lip products? Oh, there they are. People are already wearing, like, pajamas and slippers to Walmart and things. You know, then why can't I walk around my house and look like this? I can, and I will. Not so much loving the shade. Leave it to Glam Light. I believe this is the Red Velvet Cupcake. Did you know, look at this cute little mirror on the Glam Light thing too. I'm going to try this. This is, I believe, the Red Velvet Cupcake. This might do the trick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not deepening it, but it's making it a little richer. Oh my God, my stomach is growling. And there we go. Still not exactly what I wanted. Okay, so let me go finish this transformation because do you think my hair is staying like this? Of course it's not. Do you think I'm staying in these clothes? Of course I'm not. I will be right back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bonk. And I'm back. And here I am in all of my Friday the 13th glory. Okay, I didn't do the nails. Don't hate on me. I didn't do the nails. it's getting late. I have to do a lot of editing, and I have to change the name of my channel. So here we are. In closing, I have a little bit of advice. Let me put on the glasses for the advice. Let me tell you something. You get to be my age and you drop your brushes everywhere and you spill things and you're clumsy and you mess up a lot and you realize that in the end, it doesn't really matter. Who cares? People worry way too much about stuff that really, when you get to be older, you realize, oh my God, did I spend all that time worrying about that? Why did I do that? I want that time back that I spent worrying about all those things. And yeah, you just get kind of a little frustrated with yourself and you feel like you wasted a lot of time and energy on people and things that don't matter in the end. The people and things, the people's opinions, everything that I worried about in my 20s and 30s and even my 40s, oh my God, none of those people are in my life anymore. I have zero contact with so many people. Sadly, so many people just completely blew me off when I left Detroit, and it wasn't me. I kept reaching out to people and I called it out of sight, out of mind. I moved away and they just forgot about me, and I tried to keep in touch and they didn't want to keep in touch back. And at first I was hurt by that. And then I said, you know what? It's their loss. It really is. And you really have to believe that. And you really have to believe that you shouldn't chase people. You're worthy of the attention you get from the people who care about you. So I want to thank all of you who have stuck with me for this long, especially through this creepy, crazy transformation. And yeah, this is Friday the 13th here.
Friday the 13th, it's not a bad thing.
This was fun. I got all dressed up. I got nowhere to go. I'm going to go hang out with my husband, maybe watch a movie, make some dinner, and take some photos for my Instagram. And then I will be washing all this off. But, you know, it was fun. And it makes you kind of forget about life for a little bit, takes you out of wherever you are in your brain. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this channel. It's very therapeutic for me. I like to dress up crazy sometimes. I'm not going to be doing makeup like this and looks like this every day. I'm going to probably be doing this once or twice a month if you really like it. If you want me to do this more, I will. Lord knows I have the wigs and the jewelry and the makeup. But when I was in my band back in Detroit, this was me every weekend. So I did this every weekend. Every time we had a show, we had photo shoots, we had interviews, whatever we had going on, I would become mbolism. I'd become this other person. But now I have grown and expanded to no longer being little mbolism, but fully fledged NiteMare. And thank you for joining me on this journey. Nothing is really going to change about my channel, everyone, okay? So don't worry about it. The channel is staying pretty much exactly what it was. Only once in a while, I'm going to do some gothy stuff because that's me. That's who I am. It's fun. I don't care what people think. If you don't like it, don't watch the gothy ones. But you know what? I'm not trying to make anyone goth. This is just me. This is what I like to do. You know, I'm not going to tell you not to wear neutrals. You don't tell me not to wear crazy makeup. And we'll all be happy. And I am going to do neutrals. I am going to test every kind of shade and color and style and trend and crazy makeup that there is, because I love makeup and that's why I'm here. I love skincare. I love makeup. If I didn't, I wouldn't have gone to beauty school back in the 90s, early 90s. I wouldn't have been cutting hair since the 80s. And yeah, I wouldn't have a lifetime of hair and makeup if I didn't love this and if it wasn't part of who I am. So thank you for being here with me. Again, like, subscribe, like and subscribe if you want to. And if you don't, that's cool too. But when I get to my 400 subscribers, we're going to do a new hair color. I have it planned out. It's not just blue anymore. It's blue and something else. We have to subscribe and come back and see what happens to the hair. So I hope you like this look. I think it's very Narcissa from Harry Potter, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little stabby goth queen. Maybe, I don't know what this is, but I like it. It's fun. But I also can't wait to take this wig off and all of these clothes and just go hang out with my barking dog and my hubby. So you guys have a good night. Happy Friday the 13th. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself first. Do what makes you happy. Don't let other people tell you what you can and can't do unless it's your boss and you'll get fired. So yeah, you know, within reason. So thanks a lot, and I will see you in the next one. I know this was a lot, but I had a lot to get off my chest, and it's been very emotional hanging on to this name that I don't feel like I'm that person anymore, and it was hard to let it go. But here I am, happy, 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 bliss. So welcome to the new name. And that's it. Other than that, nothing's changing. I love y'all. See you in the next one. Bye.